Jan, how is it going over there?
Well, I have some school debt and some credit card debt, and just looking for some advice on how to restructure our lives so we can get out of this debt.
Wow. Well, the fact that you're willing to talk like that means you guys are ready for a change.
Absolutely.
Sounds like you've had your I've had it moment.
Yes, we've definitely had it. I came to the realization with the school debt, I'm actually going to the expense to leave school and look for a job just so that we can get out of debt.
How
Wow.
far are you in your schooling?
So I've been about a year, close to a year and a half into schooling. I was going to go to law school and then realized I don't think I want to practice, and so it doesn't really make sense for me to continue with a degree. So that cost a pretty penny, of course.
So this is you're a year and a half into law school.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
So, how much student loan debt and how much credit card debt?
So total, we have about 108,000 in student loan debt, and then credit card debt, we have about $6,000.
Okay. And when you say we, is that your spouse?
Me and my spouse, correct.
Okay. And what's your income household?
Right now, we just have one income, and it's about 115,000.
And then you're going to leave school soon. What are you going to do after that?
I'm not sure. I'm just looking for something, maybe administrative work. I'm just trying to find something because I'm realizing that this debt has turned into kind of a snowball, and we're definitely not looking to take on more debt. And so,
What is
that's
your
kind of where we are.
undergrad? What's your undergrad degree in?
Political science.
Okay. And do you feel like you want to stay completely away from law in any capacity right now, or are you still kind of open to maybe paralegal work or something in the field?
I'm open to work in the field, just because I don't really have too much of a choice at this point. But it would be nice to kind of pivot if that's possible. But I mean, I've worked in the field for some time. I was a legal assistant prior to school, so I could always go back to that.
I don't want you to wait until you're debt free to do something you love. And so that's what we're trying to get you plugged
Yeah.
into while you become debt free. And if you can do that and get paid well and actually enjoy doing it, it's going to make this whole experience a whole lot better.
Well, and you'll probably make more money doing something that you're passionate about. Like, I think right now it feels really overwhelming and you feel kind of, a lot of guilt around leaving this degree and, maybe some shame, but you
Right.
still have a lot of value. And just because you're leaving law school does not mean you can't have a successful career doing something completely different and get paid really well doing it.
Yeah, that's actually pretty encouraging because I was thinking that I kind of just had to take anything to help us get out of this debt because it's a lot. I mean, school loans are pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. Right now, it feels like you are staring at a mountain, and it's easy to just want to start running as fast as possible, which we do want you to run as fast as possible and be gazelle intense, but we want you to do it with the best strategy, with a career that you love, that you're going to be you're going to want to be fired up to get up every morning and go to work and take on an overtime job. And anytime the boss says we need somebody to work late tonight, that you're going to go, hey me, and get a bonus for
Right.
doing that. Like the more you're feeling passionate about what you're doing, the more you're going to show up, and want to go above and beyond, which often translates into more income.
Yeah, and that's a really good point that you make. There's nothing worse than being miserable at a job and then also trying to pay off debt.
Yeah.
And another issue too is like we have really high rent because we live here in the city, and so it's close to $3,500 a month. So when I'm thinking about restructuring, we're wondering if it would be better to just like move to the suburbs, or that's a tough one there too. It makes it harder for us to pay down this debt.
Well, is he working in the city?
Yes.
Okay. So it would be a little bit more of a commute. So there's a trade-off there. We don't want him driving 2 hours each way to work. So is there a trade-off where you could lower your rent to $2,000 a month, live a little further outside of the city, and still have him have a reasonable commute?
Yes, I think that would be possible. That's something that we're looking into, and I think that would probably make the most sense for us because, yeah, like
What
we're obviously exceeding our income in debt.
What size apartment are you renting right now?
Right now, we're in a 2-bedroom.
I mean, I know it would be a little bit of a squeeze. There's also just weighing that, do you want to live further out or do you want to go down to a 1-bedroom or maybe even a studio for a season? Like if living close to the city is a big priority, there's also kind of going a little bit smaller. Do you guys have kids?
Right now we don't, and we're
Okay.
thinking about it, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think either way you go, whether you live a little bit further, get a little bit of a smaller spot, or maybe even rent out the other room, getting that
There's going to be
$3,500.
compromise either way. So it's you deciding on. But
Yeah.
is he on board? Is he on fire like you are to make some changes?
Absolutely. I'm the one that's kind of driving it, but he's on board with it. So
Awesome.
Hey, for a lot of people, that's half the battle.
Seriously.
Getting their spouse on board, so that's great.
Well, I want to leave you with some resources, Jan, so that you feel equipped. And one of those is Ken Coleman, our Ramsey personality and colleague. He's got an assessment called the Get Clear Career Assessment, because I think right now you're kind of at this crossroads. You've lost a little bit of hope. That your dreams are shattered, and we want to tell you that there is hope for you, that you can do work that you love. And this assessment is going to take you about 15 or 20 minutes, and it's going to spit out some amazing results that very clearly show you where your passions, your talents, your mission lie, and give you career options of things you can look into.
that sounds great.
And I also want to get you a copy of Paycheck to Purpose. That's Ken's book, and it's going to help you, go from, just looking for a job that's going to pay off these student loans to finding a job that gives you purpose that you're excited about, like we talked about earlier, that gets you fired up. So it's kind of the best of both worlds.
Absolutely. And let's pile on Financial Peace University. Have you guys been through that as a couple?
We have not been through it as a couple.
Oh,
just
you're
a
gonna
total
love it.
accounting makeover. Yeah.
You're going to love that. So it's 9 lessons. I want you to watch all of them together. You can also join a local class. That is the best way to do it, because getting around other people who are on the same journey as you, there's nothing like it. With that, we're going to throw in Every Dollar Premium to help you guys get a plan for your money every single month, make decisions, and you're the boss of the budget until you make the budget, and the budget becomes the boss of you. And that is going to give you such freedom, because now it's not a fight. It's no, we decided we're going to spend this much on food, and that's why we're not eating out. And so you guys got this. You have a great income. It's going to go up. You're going to come back into a debt-free scream, and I cannot wait for that day. So hang on the line. Austin's going to pick up and give you From Paycheck to Purpose, the Get Clear Career Assessment, Financial Peace University, and Every Dollar Premium. Austin, you've got some work to do, man. Good luck with that. But we love doing it. Congrats. We are cheering you guys on. This is The Ramsey Show.